Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
So there's now a new wrinkle when it comes to schools and investigating accusations against students. Apparently, there's a possibility that evidence
I'm sorry, what?
can be manufactured.
What?
That evidence.
Why did you use the fingers
Well,
when you're
because
saying evidence?
because it
Why did
could-
you say evidence that weirdly?
Because it could be manufactured. So that means it's not really evidence.
So what you're saying is that evidence,
Actual legit facts and
right,
proof. Yeah.
right, proof could actually be
Evidence. Yeah. It could go from being evidence and a fact to evidence. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you now.
There are schools who are already ill-equipped to investigate allegations of sexual misconduct, but now it seems students may be faced with the possibility that their accuser is willing to forge evidence, and the school will not be able to determine its authenticity.
So basically, at this point in time, any woman could say that any man has done anything to her and somehow manufacture the evidence of such.
See, that's the part that blows my mind, is the manufacturing. Yes, thank you. Of the because how do you forge that? How do you fake that?
How do you create it?
Yeah, how would you create?
Well,
and I'm sure this article
right.
will go into it, but I'm just saying, like, initially going into this, my brain was like, wait a second. How do you fake that? How do you make
How can you mend a
evidence?
broken heart? I mean,
What becomes of the brokenhearted?
that's a good one.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. I'm not going to go there.
Because
but
you
good
can't
job.
go beyond that. Like,
Nope.
after that,
Nope, not going to go.
it's like, where does it go from there?
Not going to do that.
In New Hampshire,
New Hampshire?
20-year-old Olivia Leclerc told the police that she was drugged at an off-campus fraternity party.
I'm
at the
sorry, her name was what?
Olivia Leclerc.
Sorry, one more time.
Leclerc.
Leclerc.
Leclerc. Leclerc.
Her name is the clerk.
Olivia the Clerk.
Olivia, the clerk.
Too bad she doesn't do that for a living. That would be really funny, wouldn't it?
Right?
Let's see. But yeah, she was at an off-party fraternity party at the University of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
She even presented them with a drug test showing that she had Xanax in her system.
Maybe she just put Xanax in her system.
She had benzodiazepines, which is Xanax.
Yeah, right.
And according to the report from the New Hampshire union leader,
New Hampshire?
nobody
does that anymore.
Nobody does it, and I feel that we should be the ones to resurrect it.
I think we're going to. I think I'm going to keep on.
I like it.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. I mean, I feel, we'll go to that in a minute.
Anyway.
She said she had been drugged at a Kappa Sigma social during the last week of February.
February.
The school and the fraternity's national organization immediately took the clerk's allegations seriously.
No.
And well, yeah, I mean, as you should. If somebody approaches you and says, "Hey, I have been sexually assaulted," you have to take it seriously. You can't sweep it under the rug.
Sure.
However, you have to kind of keep things open. They opened an investigation into the
Right.
UNH chapter of the Kappa Sigma, and the National Organization and Fraternity Council suspended UNH's chapter pending its investigation. UNH still has an active investigation open into the clerk's claims, even though she has now confessed to forging the document showing she had been drugged.
These are my confessions.
Just when I thought I said all I could say. Okay. Police, too, spent resources investigating the clerk's claims, but found no evidence to suggest that anyone else at Kappa Sigma had been drugged by a common source beverage that had been spiked with Xanax.
Wait, why would you spike something with Xanax?
I don't know.
Why would you spike a communal punch with Xanax?
I don't know.
Hey, guys. We just all need to chill.
Like a lot more than just normal.
Like, really chill.
The Durham deputy police chief, Renee Kelly.
They
and
have a
that's-
Durham there,
I was
too?
going to say that's Durham, New Hampshire, not
New
Durham,
Hampshire?
North Carolina. Yeah, it's the Durham deputy police chief, Renee Kelly, said Monday that the police department, quote, put a lot of time and effort into this case,
Yeah, they put a lot into it.
which took my officers and detectives away from their cases
Right.
and the
Random.
things that they were working on. To put forth the effort we did, only to find that it never, ever happened, is troubling.
It is troubling, and you should find her, Leclerc.
The clerk.
You should fine the clerk, not fine the clerk for all of the charging that you had to do, all the bill paying that took place, all of the man hours or woman hours, I don't know, all of the police hours,
People hours.
all of the hours that the people had to do.
The clerk was arrested on Thursday and will be arraigned on May 13th. Law professor Eugene Volk, or Volok, I guess would be the proper pronunciation,
Volok.
Volok, who often writes on legal issues for Reason,
Reason Magazine.
yes, has reported numerous cases where people have forged documents in order to further their interests in court.
Yes.
The 2019 Volok wrote a brief for Hassel versus Bird, a case involving a fraudulent court
Don't talk
order.
down to me.
I know you read it. It's right there. I seen it in the bathroom when I was
Thank
just in
you.
there.
You saw that,
I did.
right?
I did.
That was light reading for my children.
And I know the highlighting, especially that your youngest did, is fascinating.
I know, right?
The man can pick out some stuff. Let me just say,
Jeez, he is amazing.
for being almost 2,
Right.
he's spot on.
Quick.
But yeah, the court ordered it was used to remove negative information from Google searches.
Right.
CBS News. Sorry, I'm used to saying that one. CBS News reported that the month
Whoopsie.
that it had discovered some online reputation management firms which promised to remove or help people hide negative stories about a person or company
Yeah.
had been forging documents to get Google search entries removed.
They've been forging documents to get Google searches removed.
Yep. One of the ways, quote, one of the ways to get Google to permanently remove a link from its search results is with a court order from a judge. CBS News sorted through thousands of these court orders and spotted small businesses from across America trying to clean up their reputation. But we also spotted a problem. Dozens of the court documents were fake,
Duh.
end quote.
Duh.
Yeah. Part of it is just how brazen it is. They take a judge's signature and they copy it from another order and they pretend something is court order. It's cheaper and faster if they don't get caught. This was a quote from Volok.
So over on the Twitters, just to kind of catch everybody up, Peekapool the Snarking Jackal, a new wrinkle? Please don't start the show with a Nancy Pelosi clip.
No.
You're very lucky we did not.
No, that's Brad's thing.
That's true. Also, Big Pharma Steve at Stephen Airy. I think the question is, why wouldn't you spike the Bunch Bowl with Xanax? Everybody calm down. Or as it were, no, sorry. I got to go Governator on it. Everybody chill.
You all need to get down.
No. Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's-
It was such the worst. It was the worst Batman ever.
Well,
Yes.
the worst?
George Clooney nipple suit. Worst Batman
No, and
ever.
I know that, but just and this is complete tangent, but bear with me.
No.
To say that that's the worst is to also exclude the 1945 edition that happens to be on Roku right now. Have you seen this?
Okay, stop.
Okay, and
stop,
I get the time,
stop.
but have you watched it?
Look, I exclude all campy Batman.
Okay, so we're not talking.
No, everything that's
60s,
campy,
45,
like anything before the 60s,
All the
I
TV shows.
exclude.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
talking about the movies.
Okay.
Specifically starting from the 90s or from the late 80s to now.
Okay, fair enough. No, absolutely.
Are we good there?
Then I agree. Then I'm right there with you. Completely
Okay.
agree.
All right,
100%.
fine. We're good then.
Yeah, completely agree.
Because that's
That was horrible.
no.
That was horrible.
Never again.
Never again is now.
That's right. It is right now. That horror show.
That's bad. It's so bad.
I mean, Uma Thurman was fine. She did great.
But nobody else apparently knew how to act in that movie.
Like Mr. Freeze, no clue.
not
I'm sorry. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze was not a good pick.
for an actor.
Maybe as Bane?
That would have been good.
That'd have been really good, right?
Maybe.
Maybe, because he wouldn't be able to talk the entire show. So that'd be awesome.
Well, and it would have been filtered through the mask, so that might have worked.
Right? That'd have been fine.
But still.
But no. They made it some of the worst version of that. Anyway, sorry, tangent. I shouldn't have done that. But instead of talking about that, maybe we should talk about some coffee because it is delicious.
Coffee is good.
Don't you have some coffee?
I do.
I have some coffee.
I got coffee.
Right. We've got APR coffee in our cups. Why? Because they're the unofficial sponsor of Mojo 50. And also, they are historically great coffee. American Pride Roasters, if you haven't tried it yet, you're doing it wrong.
You are doing it wrong.
You are doing it completely, absolutely wrong. They have some of the best coffee imaginable. I have yet to taste coffee that tastes better than this coffee.
No, I agree.
And I've had a lot
Hands
of
down.
coffee.
Hands down.
I've had a lot of coffee. Dylan prefers his black, unlike Watson, and I prefer mine with a little bit of cream and sugar.
I'm irritated because my password isn't working.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not. But no, I agree. When it comes to coffee,
Yes.
and I don't push anything that I don't particularly care for. I love me some APR. Like I cannot.
It's really good.
When something happens, and not that it happens a lot lately,
No,
but if
no.
I'm traveling or if something goes down and I have to not be around or have
Look,
my
what you do in your car
Hey,
is
hey,
not
hey,
mine. I don't want to know.
that's a long drive. It's an hour drive. I get bored. Don't judge me.
It's going down.
In the car, apparently it's going down.
Baby, it's going down.
But no, I just get to a point where, if I have to be away from my APR, I actually have a slight panic attack.
You get a little upset, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, a little bit.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, see, and that's why not only do I have my regular mugs of APR coffee, but on the road, I constantly have my giant travel mug.
A giant thermos.
A giant thermos.
Thermos!
Thermos, which is actually not a thermos at all. It is a tumbler. A Defender's tumbler.
Are we going to segue from one into another? Or are we just...
No, I'm just saying it's
okay.
amazing. I love it.
It is amazing. It is amazing. And but I'm the same. No, I've got one of those taller. It is like a thermos.
Yeah, you do have
The bigger
like a thermos,
Yeti
like,
one,
deal,
and I fill that joker to the brim,
yeah, you do.
and I drink it like I have a whole nother pot or two in the back. And I've actually gotten ready to start carrying bags around.
You might as well.
I'm going to,
Yeah.
because not that I travel a lot, but
So state lawmakers in
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
yeah, thank you. State lawmakers in Illinois now seek more than $41 billion in the federal pandemic aid,
Oh God,
including $10 billion pension bailout.
of course they do.
Yeah, see, the Illinois Senate Democrats are asking the federal government for more than $41 billion in federal aid. About a quarter of its pension fund is for the pension fund that they cannot provide for.
Well, then how about stop making promises you can't keep?
Promises.
I'm just saying, if you can't keep your promises, then don't.
Then don't promise it. To keep the state's financially afloat as the pandemic that isn't really a pandemic continues to slash revenues across the board. A letter from the Illinois Senate President, Don Harmon.
Don Harmon.
Don Harmon.
Doesn't it sound like I could be a car salesman?
It does.
Come down to Don Harmon Ford.
Or actually, what's a producer, executive producer, Harmon? What's his name? That did all the NCISs and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sure he does that too. No, but I'm just saying, just the name.
Don Harmon.
Don Harmon Ford.
Come on now to Don Harmon's Toyota.
Take $14,000 off.
Exactly.
And if you're a vet, we'll take another $5,000 off. Come on down to Don Harmon Toyota today.
That's right.
Drive away in your new Sienna. I'm just saying. That's
you went straight through that. That was nice. Good job.
We're 48 and 95 is the corner over there. Right there at the corner of Bullocks and Hanway Boulevard.
Yeah.
Can't miss it. The giant American flag out in front.
That's right.
I'm just
Don Harmon addressed the U.S. Senate. Addressed to U.S. Senator Dick Durbin.
Oh, Dickie boy.
Don addresses Dick. Went out Tuesday to Illinois and entire congregational delegation.
You mean congressional?
Congressional delegation.
Congregational?
Congregational.
Close enough.
Close enough. Whatever.
I mean, it is. It's We're
Eh.
splitting hairs at this
Yeah,
point.
whatever. Who cares? A day before the Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Now, sounds like a beer.
I know. Announced the economic shutdown would result in an estimated $2.7 billion revenue shortfall in the state's current budget.
Oh. And you know where all of that is
His pocket.
well, no, I was gonna say, but you know where all of that loss, that shortfall is centralized at?
The pension.
No, I meant bigger, like locale.
Oh,
Chicago.
Chicago.
The entire all
Of
this
course.
all
Why
of it.
not?
No, but I'm just so we're clear.
Just to be clear.
$2.7 billion revenue shortfall is strictly being calculated out of the Chicago area. It has nothing to do
With the rest of the state.
with the rest of the state. Which, if you look at the map, if you
Right.
get a chance, if you have a moment,
It's
pull
a
up
map.
the state.
It's a map.
Pull up the state. Pull up a picture of the state of Illinois and look where Chicago sits. Look how teeny tiny it is,
It's
and
very
look how
tiny.
big the rest of the state is. That this money they're asking for, the $41 billion, the $10 billion in pensions,
Billions!
all of this stuff is for Chicago, not for. I mean, they'll say it's for the state,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
it's not.
centrally
It's for Chicago.
located in Chicago, and
You're
that
pretty
just-
much right.
I would be really upset if I were like my mom. My mom lives out there. I've got family. My sisters live over there, and I'm like, I don't know how you people stay there. I really don't. I mean,
yeah.
Are
We,
they-
we have a mutual friend that lives out there, and I have
That's-
no
we have a
idea.
couple of 'em.
Yeah, I have no idea how they stay out there.
I don't either.
And I'm not talking about Dom because I understand why Dom is out there. You know, the whole being used to be a cop thing, but
And I still don't understand.
that doesn't make any sense either.
Like, why
anymore.
would you purposefully? I mean, he's not there anymore. He's not a cop anymore. So why would you intentionally put yourself into the bowels, the seventh level of hell,
I don't know.
intentionally?
I don't know.
I'm
But
just saying.
despite all that, and I quote, I realize I've asked for a lot, but this is an unprecedented situation, and we face the reality that there likely will be additional unanticipated costs
Oh, of course,
that could result in future requests for assistance.
of course.
Don Harmon wrote,
And he needs to be told like a giant, big, fat pound sand.
just no, just no. No, Don Harmon, no.
It's called you keep within your limits, and if you didn't, then you deserve to fall.
Right. Harmon's federal wish list for the second phase of the federal corona relief included $15 billion in block grant funding to shore up the state's spending plans for its fiscal year over the next 2 years.
Yeah. No.
No, just don't spend on that stupid crap.
See, this is the thing. Okay.
Here's
And
the thing.
This is what blows my mind. I really, truly cannot grasp this.
Mm-hmm.
So, this alleged pandemic
Pandemic.
is causing everybody to. There's a lot of people who have lost their jobs.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who are working part time now.
Yes.
Unemployment, all these other things. Money is tight for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So how come everybody else has to tighten up their things? They can't spend their money. They can't go out and do this. Even with the stimulus check they got, they can't go out and go hog wild and this stuff. But the state of Illinois apparently can go and beg for money from the federal government to plan their budget out for the next
2 years.
I'm telling you, if I was the guy who was dealing with the Don Harmon,
Don Harmon.
I'd be telling him where he could go and what he could do when he got there.
You can shove it up your A, Don Harmon.
You go
Come
ahead.
on down.
Go down to purgatory there, buddy, and fornicate yourself, because I'm not giving you a daggone dime.
Don
I take a
Harmon,
nickel
you're
and be
the
like, that's all you're getting from me. Goodbye.
you're the next contestant on The Price is Wrong.
You know what should happen? What will be great in instances like this. Since apparently we are no longer a free people and we're living in a,
we're all
socialized dictatorship kind of thing. Anyway, I'm
well,
not
sort of.
calling the president that. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying the
in general.
government.
Yeah, government
is the
dictatorship.
dictator. What should happen is do you remember Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
With him sitting up there, the first one, when he's sitting up there on the little chair, and they come in and talk to him and blah, blah, blah. And, dude, you interrupted my groove. I'm sorry, sir, but you've interrupted the Emperor's groove.
You must die.
Sorry. He gets thrown out the window. That's what should happen to Don Harmon.
Don Harmon.
Don Harmon. It should be, can I please have $41 billion in federal credit?
You have interrupted the Emperor's groove.
I'm sorry, sir, but we're just not feeling it today.
Goodbye.
Good day. Sorry. That's what should happen. It should happen that way. That would be.
Is your name Don Harmon?
What is your quest?
To get me a bunch of money.
What is the capital of Saskatchewan?
I don't know.
Got to watch that movie now.
Just for that. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
There's a lot of them I'm behind on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm tired of Don Harmon.
I'm tired of Don. Go sell your cars there, Don. Good luck on Toyota sales.
Or Mitsubishi.
He could be a Honda salesman, too.
Could be a Honda salesman. Oh,
you know what he might be?
he's a Ford guy.
I said Ford in the beginning. But
Yeah.
I think definitely Ford. This is what he started with. I bet you that he could be like Hendrick. Not quite as big of a name, not quite as powerful, not quite have a notoriety, but I bet you there's a stretch of him in Chicago somewhere. He's got a chain of them. There's Don Harmon
Harmons.
Toyota, Don Harmon Honda, Don Harmon Chevy, Chrysler.
Yeah.
I bet
Like
you.
Leith down here.
Yeah, that's it. Leith, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly like that. I bet you.
Harmon Toyota.
Harmon Toyota, the Ford, Don Harmon Ford. He's
You'll
got
be-
2 locations.
You'll
one
be
on
singing
north
the
side.
Harmon Harmony.
He walks around with this like Shih Tzu dog or something like that.
Yeah, just always with the dog and the, hi, how's it going?
No, I can't do that. I remember that Toyota guy that was out here that did that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I
But,
can't either, but
He's still there. He's still doing it. He just does. I think the dog died, so he doesn't
doing
do
it and doing it well.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's from Durham. He's in Durham, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, the name of it right off the top of my head.
Nah.
But he's fairly big out there. But yeah,
Yeah.
I can see him open a small chain scattered throughout the Chicago area. And like 4 or 5 of them are like right next to each other, and each one is a different one. You can have Chevy here, and the next door is the Dodge, and next door is Honda.
it's an entire, like, multiplex.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
full
auto
on.
park.
Yeah, auto
like an
park.
auto park.
Yeah, right.
Don
Harmon Auto Park.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're parking here.
You're parking the car.
Of course, that's nowhere close to Chicago, but whatever.
No, it's not, but it's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's very funny.
So apparently oil prices have dropped below a zero.
Yes,
for the first
yes.
time in history.
Currently, right now, people are paying you $37 to buy
Oil.
and we mean crude oil. So yes, to answer the very first question of the show, yes, you could start making money by buying oil now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and buy barrels of oil right now.
Right now.
And by buying it, I mean get paid $37 to receive and hold on to barrels of crude oil. And then wait till the market flips again and sell the shnikes out of it.
Yeah, because you will be loaded.
Loaded. If you have a storage facility of any kind, this would be a really good time to go
Yeah.
purchase.
Yeah, I'm personally thinking about getting one of those
Just purchase. I don't know what you mean by like
one of
is it
those
Really?
I'm thinking about getting one of those moving storage units.
Oh yeah, and just like
Or like what is it? The rat pack, rent a
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
The little mobile one.
Can you keep it for that long though?
I guess.
Oh,
I mean, you
well,
keep
you
it as long
technically-
as you pay for it, you keep
The
it.
revenue that you get from quote unquote buying
Yeah.
the oil. You could.
Yeah, and
potentially.
one of those things will hold, easily 6 or 8 barrels.
So they'll give
And
you,
that's just
they'll
stuck-
give
stuck
you money
flat.
to take the oil.
Uh-huh.
And then when the oil prices spike again, you can sell it at a premium of like $60 a barrel.
Yeah.
So you're making like $96 a barrel, which is actually what the price of oil was last year.
Yeah, see, there you go. And then you just roll in the money. Cougar OG Jackal Diva over on Twitter. Yes, Don Harmon equals Charles Boyd.
Yes, you
That's
are
it.
correct.
Yeah,
It's Charles Boyd.
And if you're not local, you don't know that one.
That's
But yes,
right.
Charles
you are
Boyd.
correct.
That was the other
Cougar.
name I was
Thank
trying
you.
to think
Good
of.
job, Boyd Honda.
Yes.
Because Boyd is also in this area and up in Virginia.
Up
as
in
well.
Virginia, too, yeah. But yeah, no, if you could get a storage unit and get 6, 8, 10 barrels and just stack it in there
Yep.
and wait.
That means you get $36 a barrel right now.
They give you
They give you
times-
$36
if you
a
can
barrel.
hold 10, so that's times 10.
So that's $360.
Yeah.
And then you sell it at $60 when the oil prices go up again.
Yeah.
That's $600 on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's $1,000.
And all you had to do was pay what, $100 a month for a storage unit? Plus the first month's usually $1.
And more than likely, it's only going to last about 2 months.
If that.
So you average out about $700.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's not a bad investment. Really.
That's actually a pretty cool investment. You're
You know?
getting money to get it, and then you're getting money to sell it.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
I'm gonna look into this because
Hey, from Central Montana. What's up?
Central Montana. Wow.
Central Montana.
How's the weather up there?
It's just like it always is. Flat.
No, the weather.
Oh, I don't know. Oh gosh, we're about to hit the break.
Yeah.
Ha! Well, we're about to come back from the break. Ha!
How come we didn't hear anything?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't.
No, I'm not touching nothing.
Yeah. That was weird. Oh well. Either way, we hit a break and we didn't know it. Whatever.
Error.
Error somewhere. We'll come back.
That is weird. Do you have it down all the way or too low?
Oh.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Just when you think that we got this technology crap figured out,
Something just goes weird.
what the hell was that?
Like-
Apparently, we went into a break and didn't even realize we were in a break.
Yeah, like the sound
The music
go
didn't play,
off,
but the music played then.
but the music played. So we're gonna keep going with that.
Wow. So sorry if we just kind of got
Cut off
rambling
mid conversation.
and cut off. Yeah,
That's fine.
that sucks because that was a good ramble.
It was a good ramble, but if you were watching on the streams of any of the video feeds, you got it. So good job.
Well,
you.
where would you go to see those? video
Well, you know,
streams?
the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the D Lives, anything.
Mojo TV?
The Mojo TV, which actually right now is disconnected because I think there's a problem with their streaming setup.
Aw.
Yeah. You can also go to Periscope, which is your Twitters.
to Twitters. Yeah.
You can get the Twitter feeds and you can watch the video there.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of it also on the YouTubes. If I didn't say that, I think I did.
You did.
But I didn't.
Yeah, you
and
did.
I did. Okay. All there
You can never
on
say it
live.
too many times.
That's right. Also on the YouTubes. For your video
Hey,
pleasure.
are we on YouTube?
Yeah, we are on YouTube.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
although they don't pay us because they don't like us.
Yeah, and they don't like anybody.
That's right. They don't like us or anybody else. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to check us out, that's Defenders. It's DOAEshow.com. DOAEshow.com. Defenders Live is the show that you are listening to or watching, depending upon what you want to do.
It could be, well, and it depends on when it is, too, because it might not be the day that this was done.
Right. You
We
could
might
be
be-
listening to a podcast.
You may could be listening to us in the past.
That's right. This could actually, every time that you listen to us, it is in the past because we're already 5 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, that's true, too.
Everybody listens to us in the past.
That's right. I forgot about that.
We are everybody's future right now.
We are.
We are your 5 second future. That's it.
And nothing's changed. It
No,
does
it's all the same.
Nothing fascinating really
Yeah,
to
no,
talk about.
no, really,
so
not at all.
we're
Anyway,
not missing anything.
go to DOAEshow.com, DOAEshow.com, where you can get wonderful things like these mugs and shirts and all the rest of it. Or you can get a brand new tumbler, custom-made tumblers handmade. I won't say custom because custom implies that you can do a whole bunch of stuff to it. It is
They're
handmade,
handcrafted
tumblers for your pleasure.
painstakingly
Handcrafted. And they are wonderful. Like, I love using mine. I use it pretty much all day, every day, at work, around work, in the car, everywhere. If I'm off work,
Wow.
I fill it up constantly.
So you're using it a lot,
Yes,
like a lot.
I love using it. It keeps my hot stuff hot and my cold stuff cold.
Okay. Wow.
What?
No, nothing.
What?
No, you're right. It is a fascinating.
It is great.
It is an amazing.
And it
tumbler.
looks good.
It is. It's so sexy.
See?
I loves it.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, that's doaeshow.com, doaeshow.com, or you can go to mojo50.com, check out all of the other radio hosts, especially those weekend guys.
Yeah, please check out the Weekend Guys.
The weekend guys don't get a lot of love, and they need a lot of love.
No.
They need more love than you give them.
Yeah, they need lots of loving.
Whole lot of love.
I got like 3 different songs in my brain.
I know.
and I can't decide.
I know.
It's like which one? Which one?
Got a whole lot of love. You're welcome.
I was thinking more like you're the one I want, but
No, because that would imply that we have to pick one.
no, but the individual can pick one.
Right, but no, whole lot of love.
Yeah, that's true too.
They need a whole lot of love.
We are the
No, that's not good enough. Anyway, go check them out. Go over on mojo50.com. All of them are amazing, amazing hosts, and most of them are a lot smarter than we are.
All of them are a lot smarter than we are.
I'd say most of them.
Wait a minute.
I'd say there's at least one show that we're definitely smarter than. Anyway.
You'll have to tell me later because
I'll tell you later.
My humble opinion from what I know of the lineup.
I think we're one step, maybe. Just one step.
Maybe I'm not like.
You're not catching the drift right now.
No, I'm not. Apparently,
it's
there's
fine.
one that I'm.
There's one that you're forgetting.
Oh,
I think you might have remembered.
think I got
Anyway, we still love them. We're just
Dearly.
we know.
It's that.
We
It's
know.
like
You're fine.
the golfer's hug that
Yeah, that's
throw the shoulder into it and just tap on the back.
love you, bro.
What up, man?
Hey.
What
All
is-
right. Anyway, go check out mojo50.com. And if you hit the donate button, give $25 or more, you can get your very own Rocky Stucci Meatball Army t-shirt.
You can for at least another couple weeks.
2 weeks?
About 2 weeks. No, it's the 20th today.
Oh, a week and a half.
A week and a half.
Week and a half. For another week and a half, you can get your very own Rocky Stucci Meatball Army t-shirt. Don't forget to check out the Rocky Stucci's. He is on Mojo 50 Radio, midnight Eastern time.
Yep, Monday through Friday.
Yep. So he starts off the day, the entire day, the 24-hour cycle.
Yep. If it wasn't for him, none of this would get started.
That's right. We would never be able to start.
We couldn't because it would just throw off everything.
Everything would be on repeat.
Yep.
Yep.
He is the linchpin.
Has to be.
It is. I don't care what anybody else said. No.
Yep. And he goes in deep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And into everything.
continuing on.
Oh, so anybody surprised? There's a lot of people are not happy about being quarantined.
Not happy about
No,
it. Huh?
it's getting old.
Yeah,
When it
quick.
first began, there's a lot of people like, oh, yeah, I get to stay at my house and I get to do whatever, blah, blah. But then once you kind of do, like
Once you stay at your house for about 3 days and
well, that's it's like myself. Like I'm very much a homebody. I am very content to be at home. I don't, I don't go places. I don't really do things. I plan them out and will do things on occasion, but I'm not crazy about, doing all kinds of, got to go here and got to go here and I got to go see this and I got to go do that. But when it's down to when I do like to go out to eat.
yes.
Like there's something about being able to go to a restaurant and sit down
It's
and
very
have a
nice.
meal. It's nice. Doesn't matter how big it is. Doesn't matter the type of restaurant. It could be Applebee's. It could be a local Mexican restaurant. It could be whatever. I enjoy doing that.
Right.
And the fact that I can't do that now, that bums me out.
Right. Like we had planned
Uh-huh.
a while back
while.
To go and get sushi.
We did. We still have to go do that. It
Right.
just-
But we had planned to
did,
go to
yeah.
a very specific place and get sushi. And
Yeah.
that has not happened.
Nope. And it doesn't look
cannot
to happen anytime soon.
Right. And it's just not happening.
And like I said, that's the extent of my going out and doing anything. And I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
like I said, once you start crossing into, taking away my little bit of enjoyment, my little bit of fun, then it just starts to get irritating, and everybody else is getting irritated too. There's those people who have to go places and have to do things and have to be out.
And for those people, you can go to the beach this weekend
Yeah, you can.
because they're opening it back up in South Carolina.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing some here in North Carolina too.
Yeah, a
but
little bit.
not a lot.
Anyway, continue
But
on.
apparently, Facebook has coordinated with at least 3 state governments to
Really?
remove event listings
No.
on its site that promote protests against the Wuhan clap and the stay-at-home orders.
Right.
As more protests emerge against the social distancing policies and stay-at-home orders that have caused economic turmoil and record unemployment,
Yes.
many organizers have used Facebook to create protest groups and promote events. Facebook is not happy. Obviously, the government is not happy. And Facebook, the spokesman Andy Stone told CNN that the site's policy is to remove events that would violate the state's coronavirus policy.
Sorry, what? Say that one more time.
A Facebook spokesman,
Uh-huh.
Andy Stone,
Yes.
told CNN the site's policy, that'd be Facebook's policy,
Facebook's policy.
is to remove events that would violate a state's coronavirus policies.
But if your social platform, okay, I understand you're your own private company. That's fine.
You can do what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're also a social platform
Yeah.
designed specifically to help people organize groups, to join together, to communicate with each other,
To what one might say to help,
organize.
or well, I was going to say, yeah, to organize socially.
Right, to organize different social events.
Yeah, yes.
That's kind of what you do. That's like the linchpin of what you are.
The backbone, one might say.
Pretty much the spine of it.
Yeah.
And you're taking that away from people because they're violating a state ordinance, which actually violates our constitutional right to do things, like come together as a group.
Right now, over me.
That's right.
I heard the giggle in the kitchen.
Good.
Currently, such posts will be removed only for events in California, New Jersey,
Jersey.
and Nebraska. CNN reported that Facebook has also reached out to New York, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Pennsylvania to determine whether anti-quarantine events promoted on Facebook violates orders in those states.
So they reach out to touch faith.
It's irritating to me. Again, you're a platform, like we've established.
Right.
Facebook is a platform that is supposed to bring people together socially.
You're not a government organization, and you should not be working with the government or its organizations.
Having said that, you are your own business and you can kind of do your own thing.
But when you get involved in government ordinances and government organizations, you then put yourself in the position to where you cannot be utilized to stifle those amendments in the Constitution.
see that you can't have it both ways. If you want to remove
Sorry.
the event, thank you. If you want to remove these posts that
Right.
you deem violate states' coronavirus policies, which BT Dubs is only a new policy that they've thrown in because of this. This is not like this has already been on the books since their charter.
This isn't your charter policy.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is just a brand new thing.
But if you're going to do that and you're going to remove this stuff, which you as a company, as a private business, have
that.
the right to do,
Yes.
you cannot be
Can I-
associated with the government.
One more time.
You cannot be associated with the government. Not like this.
Not in this way, no.
No. Because, like you said, either you're going to be a free enterprise
Right.
and exercise your freedoms as such,
Mm-hmm.
and that means you have to stand on your own 2 feet and whatever happens, or you cuddle up there to the golden teat of the government,
Right.
and you let them funnel money into you, and you stay big and you stay powerful and everything else, and then you have no authority then to take away the rights of the people
And when you
because
do
then you're
it,
no longer a private entity.
and when you do it, we sue.
Ding!
And we sue rightfully.
And right now, Facebook and other, social media platforms are literally playing both sides of the fence.
Yes.
And are allowed to get away with it.
Yes.
And it is
because nobody wants to deal with
vomitous.
it. Right now. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with it right now.
No, they don't, because everybody's worried about getting toilet paper.
Yes. Or
Still.
apparently frozen pizza.
What?
Yeah, that's the new thing. Frozen pizza. Apparently,
Are you kidding
we're
me?
running low on frozen pizzas.
Why?
And possibly sodas. We're possibly also going to be running low on
God.
sodas. We're going to run out of carbonated beverages and frozen pizza, guys.
Now hold. So does that mean that the college students are now catching up to?
No, because they've got ramen.
That's next. Well, no, that was already gone.
No, it wasn't.
Did you Did you go to not
Yes.
here? The Walmart in
Yes.
Wake Forest.
Yeah.
The whole aisle was cleaned
Well,
out.
I don't know about Wake Forest.
Yeah, Wake Forest. The whole aisle was cleaned
Yeah,
out,
well,
and
that's
I'm
Wake
talking
Forest.
spotless.
That's Wake
It
Forest.
should be Wake. I mean, I know it's got seminary down there, but seminary is not college.
Yes,
it
it
is,
is.
but it's not.
It is. And guess what? They all live above the town of Wake Forest.
They had
Like,
no ramen at all. It was so funny.
it's like seminary students live either in a loft above the small town of Wake Forest, like those little loft apartments that are like built in. They either live there or they live in these little breakaway townhomes that look like they're like the poorest of shanties.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the projects,
Right. But
Because
it's
they try to make it
looks
cleaner. Because
But
it's
it
Wake Forest.
looks like it.
It is. It's the same kind of setup. It's the cookie cutter.
Yeah, everything is the same brick.
Everything's all hooked together.
It's 1,000 square feet cut in half with 2 doors right next to the center.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's that one stretch. I'm talking about the one by the cemetery. As you come down Stadium,
Oh, yeah.
where it's bigger than that. It's like 4,000 or 5,000 square feet.
Right.
But they've cut it into 4s.
Yeah, 4, 5s, and 6s.
And everybody,
yeah.
and it's 2 levels, and it's
yeah.
not. It's not the greatest place to be.
No, it's really not.
But still.
It's not the worst.
Excuse me. Let's see. Unless government prohibits the event during this time, we allow it to be organized on Facebook. This is what Stones told CNN. For the same reason, events that defy government guidance on social distancing aren't allowed on Facebook. Again, that is fine if you are a private entity.
Right.
If you are a private company in the private sector. If you are nuzzling up and siding up and becoming buddy-buddy with the government
Right.
and getting into and being utilized by said thing,
Being used by the government.
yeah, then you are not part of you're not a free enterprise anymore.
That's funny. So, asking for a friend Jackal brings up a good point. According to the governor of Nebraska, they had no contact with Facebook about the protests. Nebraska also does not have a stay-at-home order.
So, with that being said, you're welcome. That just goes to prove then that this has nothing to do with actual, we're trying to keep people safe. This is just another way
To gain control.
to gain control.
Right. This
to
is just a
dictate.
control. Right.
To us wee little people who don't know anything, who are too stupid to, be able to be alone or function on our own. We have to have help in the government, almighty government, telling us what we can do and how we can do it, and because we's too ignorant.
That's right. Kevin Hutchison over on the MeWe's. Frozen toilet paper is becoming popular. Netflix and chill your ass.
It needs to be something.
That's something.
Either frozen toilet paper or CBD.
Oh, CBDs would be good.
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah, it'd be a good idea.
CBD toilet paper. It'd be soothing. Because you know that they say that, Uranus is one of the most absorbent places you can be.
True.
Of your body.
Right.
So if you
it absorbs directly into the bloodstream.
It does. So if you were able to have some CBD toilet paper, and it'd probably be better as like a wet wipe.
Yeah,
I
kind
would
of like
argue.
a wipe, or that'd be a lot of CBD, but
It would be
Still.
but at the same time,
it is an oil, so you probably don't need to use that
as much. Yeah,
Right,
that's what I'm
right.
thinking. And it
It would just
enough to-
lubricate and just kind of wipe it and chill.
Yeah, wipe it and chill. See, thank you. That wipe it and chill.
Yeah, wipe and chill.
I'm telling you, I think this might be a good.
It might be a good idea. It might be a good idea for Ken Brown to look into.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
He is a butt doctor.
He is. The man is an expert on the rear ends.
Ladies, he's a butt man.
He is a butt man. He is a professional, one might say.
Yes, but he is also involved in the CBD oils.
Yes, he is. He's a
KMBD
professional there too.
Yeah, that's right. KMBD CBD oils, only available at mojo50.com/shop. Mojo50.com/shop. If you use the promo code Defender, you get $15 off the price. You guys know what CBD oils do by now. If you don't, you haven't listened to anybody over the past year and a half talk about anything else. Weirdos. Why did you put Bane's mask on my face?
That's awesome.
That's really good.
That looks great.
Although you got my head cut off.
But he had to. It's not the head. It's the mask is pressing your hair down right there.
Ah, that's what it is. Yes. Okay, I'll take it.
Exactly. That's I could buy that. That's
Yes.
awesome. Look at you, all ferocious and
I was born in the dark.
I was born in the dark.
Go to mojo50.com/shop. Mojo50.com/shop.
It comforts me.
Look for the CBD oils over there. It is an amazing product. Check it out today. If you need a calming thing,
Oh, I'm gonna need a calming thing when we go into this next story.
if you've got mood swings, inflammation, gut problems, all the rest of it, check out the CBD oils over at mojo50.com/shop. Promo code Defender, get you $15 off. So Harvard,
This is
a Harvard professor.
you did this on purpose.
I did.
You know you did.
No.
You're like, you found this and your hands started ringing and you're like, I'm gonna get Dylan. I'm gonna make the AI glitch here in a minute.
Here we go. So,
I wish I had some.
Harvard University law professor says homeschooling is dangerous because it allows parents to have authoritarian control over their children.
Now, I'm sorry. The parents are allowed to have authoritarian control over their children.
Yeah, they kind of made them.
I was gonna say they went through the trouble of
Making them?
of
Raising
carrying them, of birthing them, of the money invested.
Well, at least the
in,
mom did.
At least the mom did. Well, I'm depending on who the mom is. In my experience, depending on who the mom is, I guarantee you the dad had to pay a price too.
It is, ma'am. I'm sorry.
It is, ma'am. But they've gone through all the trouble of the birthing process, the literally the caring for the child and the wee hours and doing all of this stuff, and they are legally responsible to take care of said child until at least the age of 18.
Yes.
26 if you're talking insurance.
Featured in an article
So-
for Harvard Magazine, Elizabeth Bartlett
Oh God.
Wasserstein.
Wow.
Elizabeth Bartlett Wasserstein.
So she has hyphenate. Why would you hyphenate that?
Because she is an independent woman and she wants to claim a little bit of her man, but not all of it.
It is ma'am.
Wow.
Public interest.
Wow.
A public interest professor of law and faculty director of the law school's child advocacy program argued that homeschooling for children is simply a means for depriving children of any meaningful education.
Define meaningful education there, Pumpkin.
In the article, quote, "The risk of homeschooling,"
Oh, God.
Bartlett Wasserstein wrote, quote,
I don't know if I'm going to make it through this article. I'm telling you right now.
"We have an essential unregulated regime in the area of homeschooling. Mm-hmm. If you look at the legal regime governing homeschooling, there are very few requirements that parents do anything." She points out that children are missing out on the experiences of public education.
Like what?
And will likely not be able to contribute to a democratic society because their lack of such experiences and such detrimental isolation.
Oh, my God. Okay.
The quote.
Nope. First off, cupcake, sweetie,
Sugar.
darling, honey.
Sweet little puddum.
Little cootsy snookums. Here's the deal. One, we are not a democratic society.
Nope.
So your apparent what? How did she word that with the education? How did she refer to that? The
risk?
your meaningful education that you're saying they're being deprived of.
Yeah.
Apparently teaches these children that America is not a democratic society. It is a republic, a represented republic, a constitutionally represented republic.
Yes.
And you calling it a democratic society proves that your meaningful education
Is only halfway there.
is not even it's not even half. You're an effing moron.
Well, I mean, technically, a republic is a democracy of sorts.
But it's not democratic. When these people say democratic, they're referring to the same thing as the French as
Socialism.
socialism. Yes. It's not actual democratically represented.
Right.
It's as in the will of the people is been,
This is the will of the group.
yeah,
Is
this-
what you're talking about.
Yes.
What they're talking about is the will of the many.
Yeah.
Versus the few. Whereas we have
Exactly.
a representative republic, which is the will of the few,
Yes.
gets represented as well as the many.
Yeah, and again, going with the lack of an experience. What experiences do you get in a public school? Let's see, you get centered around a bunch of other kids whose parents don't actually take care of their children at all.
Right,
Now,
right,
what I
right.
mean by that is by actually raising them. So you have a
Yes.
bunch of little snothead little jerks who
Brats.
go and the whole bullying thing. You want to stop bullying in schools.
Yeah.
You homeschool because then you have. Theoretically, literally, you have the smaller class sizes.
Right.
You have the more concentrated focus on the children, so their
Right.
studies become better. You're able then to monitor and make sure that there is no bullying going on
Because it's your house.
because it is your house, and you allow in and out what needs to be done.
And guess what? They can get the education faster. They don't have to sit for 12 years
Yep.
doing something that can take 4
My brother,
or 5.
I was gonna say, my brother graduated at 14 because he kept testing out at a college level from the age of 10 or 12, between
Right.
10, 11, 12, somewhere
so
around
you
in there.
just might as well let it go.
Yeah, by the age of 14, he kept, and when I'm not talking at just college level, we're talking top
Right.
level college level. It was, my mom's like, screw it, there's no point.
There's no point in
'Cause he
trying
was-
to teach you because you already know it.
Because theoretically, what was happening was in the school, like while we were doing it, while it was being graded, he was actually getting things wrong because it was bored. But when he would test, and it would out like off
Yeah.
the charts.
Funny enough.
So she let him roll.
I used to do that.
Yeah, I
used to get really bored in school, and because I got bored, I got sloppy.
Yeah,
and
and
when I
that's-
got
and that's-
sloppy, I got
everything
went
yeah.
wrong. But then when I tested,
yeah, exactly. And that was the same thing I had too. I mean, it was not near as high as him, but it was and the isolation.
isolation.
There's no isolation nowadays especially.
There are so many ways to meet up with people.
When I was a kid coming
Yeah.
up, homeschooling was still kind of taboo. It was still kind of When I was coming up, it was kind of rough. You still had some groups, but it was kind of
it was hard.
distant. It was harder.
Like you had to actually go somewhere like really long distance to meet
you had
up
to be
with
there
people.
for hours on end. It would be
Right.
like
It was
once a
literally an
week.
all day, and it was a
Yeah.
once a week thing. Yeah.
Nowadays, there are co-ops. There's tons of groups and little things, little stuff that people are doing together to work together.
Did
to
you know
make this,
that like the co-op that they do in Wake Forest, they have a class specifically on like math education, but it utilizes Minecraft, so the kids can talk to each other on Minecraft throughout the day.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. This person, if this person wrote The Risk is Homeschooling, would have had to have pulled all of this stuff from based off in the past. And BT dubs.
1970s called. They want their homeschooling back.
Yeah, just so we're clear, a lot of homeschooling was done to get to this point. You know what I mean? Up until, you did have some kids having to go to a school and everything else, but it was mostly predominantly done at home, period.
Right.
Oh, you know who we should be talking to about this?
Oh, I know.
Sam
Yeah.
Sorbo.
Yeah, she
She
probably just read this too.
Probably.
She's probably gone through
if
this like
not-
with a fine tooth comb and broke it down.
If not, I think we might need to message her later
Yeah,
and say,
be
"Hey,
like,
did you see this?
Sam,
Work your magic there, pumpkin." Because
we have her email, so we
I
might as well
know.
just send it to her.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
make her head explode. That'd be so good.
Yeah.
I think we might do that. Be like, Sam, you want to come on the show and talk about this on Thursday?
And we might. The thing
might
that,
do
the
that.
thing that irritates me about this too is they're trying to take away the control. They want to, and they're openly admitting it. They want to have control over children.
Yes, they want their control over children, not your control over your
Because
children.
why?
Because they're your control. They're your children, but if they have control, that means they become perfect little lemmings for the future.
Yes, 1984 in full effect.
Yes,
And
all
it's-
over again.
I'm not. Oh,
All
Yeah, we didn't finish this. We need to hold on to this. I think we need to see if
that's
Sam will come on Thursday.
that's gonna be a holdover. Maybe we can put in that with Sam and see if we can't get her either by the end of the week or Thursday or something like
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
We'll worry about that there. All right, so let's get to the bell counts for the day. How about
Yeah,
it?
buddy.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with the bell count grade for the day, Monday, April 20th, 2020. Today we had 4 missed innuendo bells, 54 actual bells, 2 wah-wahs, 1 oh my gosh, and 1 Stephen Clap. Give us an A for the day. Peace out, boys, and have a happy 420.
Thanks, Leb. By the way, it is 420.
I didn't catch that.
Smoke them if you got them,
Or don't.
or
It's
don't, because I don't.
The joy of being in America, you don't have to.
CBD oils.
Yeah, I was say I'm going to wipe mine off my
There you
toilet
go.
paper.
Wipe yourself down. That'll be good times. This has been Defenders Live, Mojo 50 Radio. Check us out tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. See ya!
Bye, y'all.
That was wonderful. Bravo! I loved that. Oh, it was great. Well, it was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good. It could have been a lot better. I didn't really